Welcome to the Virtual Properties and TurboCycler 2-for-1 Business in the Box opportunity. There is a couple of points I wish to make before we start the show. Everyone here will get a gift for just attending the webinar from our Virtual Property and TurboCycler admin staff. The minimum value of these gifts is $100. However, some are much more valuable than others, and I will announce these gifts at the end of this presentation. So sit back, get some popcorn, keep an open mind, and marvel at the opportunity that you have in front of you.
Your life future. It's what you do about what happens. All of us are in like a little sailboat. And it's not the blowing of the wind that determines your destination, it's the set of the sail. Jot this phrase down, it's one of the best to understand. Kids need to understand it. The same wind blows on us all. The same wind blows on us all. The wind of disaster, the wind of opportunity, the wind of change. The wind when it's upside down, the wind when it's favorable and unfavorable. The same wind blows on us all. The economic wind, the social wind, the political wind. The same wind blows on everybody. The difference in where you arrive in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, the difference in arrival is not the blowing of the wind, but the set of the sail. And that's what learning is all about, to set a better sail this year than last year. The first 6 years of my economic life, I wound up broke. Second 6 years, I wound up rich. Here's what changed the second 6 years of my economic life. It was my philosophy that changed. The set of the sail of better thinking, correcting the errors of the past and picking up new disciplines for the future. That's all I had to do at the end of the first 6. Correct the errors of the past and then pick up some new disciplines for the future. And my total life changed. The second 6 years was totally different than the first 6 of my working life. And guess who can do that? Anybody. Now you can keep on the same path for the next couple of years as you have the past 2. But if you wish to, and maybe everything's okay for you and you don't need to, but if you need to make some changes, I'm telling you, you can start doing it today so that the next 2 years will be drastically different than the last 2. And anybody who wishes to do that can. And you can do it between ages 40 and 43. You can do it between ages 13 and 15. You can do it between ages 60 and 62. Any 2 years, any 5 years that you wish to drastically change from the previous 5, you can do it. Anybody, if you wish to. This isn't written. This is not a law. Here's what it's called, opportunity. If you don't know you can drastically change your income, change your future, change your health, change your marriage, change everything. If you don't know that, some people then go year after year after year after year not making much changes simply because they didn't get to the class. They never read the book. They never went to the seminar. They never made the discovery. They didn't seek for the knowledge of how could I make my life better. And if you just rock along, I'm telling you it's okay. Anybody can live any way they choose, but I'm here to tell all of you that if you wish to, it's possible to make the next 3 years totally different than the last 3. And all you have to do is just a few things. It's not the blowing of the wind that determines your income. It's not the blowing of the wind that determines your fortune. It's the set of the sail. Maybe I've got some ideas that'll help you with a couple of little things about setting the sail of your thinking that might drastically give you multiplied more benefit the next 2 years than you've got in the last. So it's not what happens. What happens happens to everybody. It's not the blowing of the wind, but the set of the sail.
Every time I listen to Jim Rohn, the late great Jim Rohn's video about setting the sail, I get very excited because that's what we are doing here. We are setting the sail for this coming year. Everybody that is here has an opportunity to join us on our quest to become financially secure in monthly residual income in thousands and thousands of dollars per month. Now I'm going to introduce you the main vehicle for this, and that is the virtual property presentation. Let me just load it up, and then I will show you that virtual property. I need to close this down, open this. There we go. Okay. Give me 1 second and we'll get started with this. Okay, we're turning your dreams into reality with virtual property, and that is no pun intended. It is really true. That's what we are doing for you. Virtual property is a new way of earning monthly residual income. Virtual property today is a members own control. They control their properties in your 2D environment. They manage and earn real monthly residual income. In our near future, virtual properties is the development economic project of the first ever member-owned 3D world. We have our own 3D world. We have fun, we make money, we own virtual properties, we own virtual businesses. There's a 3D social environment, virtual getaways, and entertainment. The best way to stay connected with friends and earn monthly residual income. We're worldwide. In our first month, 133 different countries have visited our site. We currently have participants from all parts of the world. Our support team and members are here to assist you almost 24/7 in your preferred language. What are the benefits? Not only have we provided you with the virtual property platform, we provide you with web-based tools, live training webinars, live support, free promotional website, marketing and printing solutions, live access to admin and owners, virtual commerce area, and exclusive training materials, and much, much more. Here are some of our tools. biggestprogramever.com is the main website, and then there's virtualproperties.in, which is your site where you can see all the webinars that are run by virtual properties, and they have daily webinars and trainings. There's a support site, a news site, a print site, and a media site. Our business model is a member-to-member business model. You get paid instantly. In other words, member-to-member through a global payment system. That means you have to have Solid Trust Pay, Alert Pay, and or PayPal set up so people can subscribe monthly and pay your rent monthly through your payment button member-to-member, which is really very unique and incredibly exciting. And our other business, TurboCycler, works exactly the same way. The VP retirement plan is simple. It's the only program in the world that allows its members to reach a retirement condition in a period of 12 months. You will earn $9,000 in residual income every single month. And we've created a realistic and followable step-by-step guide so you can stay on track and achieve your virtual property retirement goals fast and easy. And as you will see in our system with TurboCycler, you're going to be able to earn that residually 5 times that, meaning $45,000 per month. How does it work? Well, it's very simple. And you will see in the next slide how you can get started. Our program is by private invitation only. When someone wants to join our virtual property community, they must first become an active member and rent from their sponsor or inviter. Your inviter will walk you through the sign-up process, making sure you are on fast track to success. Our program is by private invitation only. When someone wants to join our virtual property community, they must first become an active tenant by renting a virtual property from their sponsor or inviter. Your inviter will walk you through the sign-up process. Sorry about that. Here's the actual slide I wanted to get to. There's 4 virtual property categories available. The $50 category, the $250 category, the $500, and the $1,000 one. The $50 category has 10 vacancies, which is $500 a month in residual income. The category 250 building, has 45 vacancies, $11,250 per month in residual income. And category 3 is $500, which is $22,500 a month in residual income. And category 4 is $1,000, which is $45,000 in residual income. Now, these figures are if you have 45 members. In our program with TurboCycler, all you need is 4, and you will see that in the next part of the presentation. Now, there is building construction costs. There are no membership fees associated with virtual properties. There's a one-time construction charge that will apply to all members. Depending on the category level you enter, the fee of one-time $100 can be made in 2 different payments. In our system, that's what you do. If you enter category 1, you will only pay $50, half of the construction fee. When you decide to obtain category 2, you will then pay the other half, which is $50, and everything else is paid member to member. This has been a brief presentation about virtual property. There's lots more other genius ways to manage your property. So let's go and have a look now on how this looks on a spreadsheet. I'm going to start desktop sharing, and I'm going to show you our spreadsheet for virtual property. Just give me 1 minute as it comes up. There we go. Here's our spreadsheet, and as you can see, there is column E where all the landlords are, and you will be a landlord also. When you first join, you go into column F, G, H, I, and so on. Those are the renters. So you're on the left. So for example, you have Sherry Modjeski, which is on line 6, and Dr. Now, which is me, is the renter of her, and John Trotter and Barbara and Brad and so on. Orange means we're at the $250 tower, yellow means they're at the $500 tower, and green means the $50 tower. So when you first come in, you go on to column F, G, H, and I through your person that you joined through TurboCycler, and he'll give you a free spot in here on his as being the landlord. He will waive your rent for the first month. That is a $300 saving, so that's why it is a 2-for-1 business in the box. And then you will get, once you come in, you will get your own name into column E as a landlord, and you will be able to build your own business in virtual property through TurboCycler. And I'm going to show you now how that works. Okay, let's get this presentation started. Now this is your PowerPoint of Dr. Now's 3D Team Assist TurboCycler Virtual Property Landlord Strategy, the 2-for-1 network business opportunity. Here's your matrix, and that's what a matrix looks like. You are on top, and there's a total of 6 people, 2 below you and 4 below that. The first 2 that drop under you pay above you. In other words, it's a 2 up. The first 2 can come in either through spillover, happens quite a lot, or by you going out and sell the product yourself, or join the call center, which is a $20 a month residual payment for leads, which we give to the call center, and for $25 you get 2 members that we are going to give you under you. We will be giving you that whenever the time comes. We'll invite you and we'll tell you who it is, and you will have those. They're going to be sign-ups. They are going to be not immediate. It takes time to fill the pipeline. However, they will come. So the fastest way is still get yourself 2 people yourself, and then and afterwards, when you do the business with your Mexican adoptees, you will also have to bring in 2 people there. But again, the call center is available if you wish to do it that way, if you're not a prolific marketer. Now on that first line, when you have $800 in the bottom from position 3, 4, 5, and 6, $400 will naturally go to you. That's your profit. But the first 200, you will adopt a Mexican. We have Mexicans that are very poor that we adopt, and they will reinvest the money that comes to them into your growth in virtual property. And that's the first and second matrix of your adoptee. Now let's go look at the first matrix. Here's the spreadsheet like I showed you before. Landlord and renters. You, yellow, me, that's you. And below you, you have your adoptee, your Mexican that you've adopted, and you've paid $39.95 to activate him, and you've marked him as paid, and it is adoption. That means he's not a PIF. In other words, he will pay you back that money from the second cycle of income. Now the first cycle, he has $200. He gets a duplicate for yourself. You get another Mexican through your link and TurboCycler, and also in virtual property in both places, 2-for-1. The next $400 goes to be paid 2 new paid members under the adoptee. That means now your adoptee is in profit because each member is $300 a month. So he has $600, he pays you $300, and the same happens for you. So we're in profit at this point in time. And then he keeps $200 for the second matrix. Now here's the second matrix of your adoptee. Again, there's the spreadsheet. Here is the matrix. 800 is at the bottom of those 4 positions for your adoptee. It's the same adoptee. It's only one person we're talking about, not 2, 3. And there is $400 that came in from the first matrix, and it went above the adoptee to either you or someone in your downline. Somebody benefits without doing a single solitary thing. Then there's $100 taken for the construction of the 2 towers in virtual property. Then there goes little fees, that is for co-op and call center, so that the Mexican can have people placed under him without working it. And there's a promo site set up with the payment buttons for the Mexican, and also you should do the same for yourself. It can be done, it's $25, it can be done for free. If you go to bppromo.in, they will give you a free site. And there's $200 for the third matrix, and $200 paid back to your sponsor. In other words, you will get back the $200 that you marked your Mexican adoptee as paid. And here's the adoptee's third matrix. And again, there's $800 at the bottom of that matrix. And $400 will give you 2 duplicates through your link. That brings you up to 5 Mexicans now on your VP property, in virtual property business. And the $100 is now taken towards the rent that he owes you. And there's a total of $300. And then the little fees out of the next 200. And lastly, it will show you that you have now a total of 5 new adoptees, and each one of those is worth $1,800 a month to you once they're at the $1,000 level. And that means you have a net profit per month at this point in time of $7,200. Pretty exciting. Now here's the next matrix, the fourth matrix of that same person, that same adoptee. His first matrix, again, there's $800 at the bottom, and it comes from Follow Me and Spill and people working that matrix. There's $400 taken from the bottom $800 to add 2 more people to the adoptee through his link, 2 more members. He adopts them, and these are members from around the world, not Mexicans. And there is again $100 towards the rent, and there's $200 held, and another set of small fees, and $200 for the 5th matrix. And here is the adoptee's 5th matrix and virtual property spreadsheet growth. Here is the 5th matrix. Again, the same person, $800 at the bottom. Here's the virtual property spreadsheet. And finally, there is the final 5th person for your adoptee. He now has 5 renters on his line, and that means when they get to the $9,000, when they get to the same level, which when they have 5 and everybody's at the 5, it's 8 at the $1,000 tower, it will be $9,000 a month. A net profit of $7,200 for your Mexican adoptee. Pretty amazing. And $7,200 a month in Mexico is a lot of money. And that's the time we're going to turn it over to the Mexicans. $100 towards your rent. Now all the rent is there for you to be paid. So you have now the renter in place that pays you residually monthly. Then there's the small fees again to help another Mexican get 2 under him, and there is $200 for the 6th matrix, and $200 is held for the 6th matrix, $500 upgrade, because in TurboCycler there is 2 more levels. Actually, there is the $500 level, the 1,000, and they're coming out with the $2,000 level now. So when you have money, you always upgrade from funds. Now look at this. You have 5 people that will duplicate, and that eventually will make it 25 people. We believe you can do that within 12 months. That means your residual income will be around $42,000 or $3,000 a month. It's retirement time. You can fire your boss. And your Mexican is happy because by next year, at the beginning, we'll be going down. We'll give them computers, and they will get their own alert paid credit cards and debit cards, and they will be making a tremendous amount of money in their country to live happily ever after. And you can be proud you've adopted him and helped him, but he also has helped you. So it works both ways. So here's your adoptee. Another $800 at the bottom, $300 to upgrade to $500 matrix. We saved $200 from the 5th matrix, $200 for re-entry to the 7th matrix, And there's a profit for the adoptee in the 6 matrix, $300. Pretty exciting for him. So how did this all happen? Well, you're a landlord buyer now. You have 5 adoptees, which will duplicate the above system, and you will end up with 25 adoptee renters at $1,800 per month. That is $45,000 per month minus $1,800 to your landlord. Net profit for you monthly, $43,200. $43,200. Not only that, your adoptee is himself a landlord, and all 25 adoptees have 5 renters each. That means $1,800, which is total of $9,000 per month, less their $1,800 a month the rent they owe you. That leaves each of them with $7,200 per month. So here's your road to success and financial freedom. All of this was created by joining TurboCycler and bringing 2 paying members under you. That's all you did. Then adopting 1 new TurboCycle member from your payline and placing 2 members under that adoptee. All future growth is produced out of profit from your adoptee's payline and by duplicating your efforts using the system above. The team and staff and closers are always there to help you on your road to success. It's a foolproof, wonderful system to get you to the income that you deserve and you need. And we all are on our way now. As Jim Rome says, set your sails, and we have set our sails. So this is the end of this presentation of the TurboCycler, and I will now at this point get out of screen sharing and get back into virtual properties and finish this presentation at this point in time. So, again, thank you for coming, and I will be also in a few minutes putting up the video on how the 6 steps work from Lori, and that way you can then go ahead and sign up. At this point in time, I would like to say thank you for listening to my presentation, and we'll see you in some beach someday.